This is some Noodles production. This is some Noodles production.
Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man, you already know. Bringing to you some NBA 2K14 MyCAREER. We're rocking with my point guard right now. But I'm going to post one more gameplay on my point guard. Then I have to go back to my small forward, Troy Woodson, man. Because we are at the playoffs with Troy Woodson. A lot of people forgot. I mean, to be honest, even I forgot, man. I want to play with the human highlight reel some, but I want to get through the playoffs with Troy Woodson because the summer is almost over, and I'm trying to finish this Troy Woodson thing probably by August, probably by the time Madden comes out, because I want to do a series on Madden also. But I mean, that's a long time from now. I know I'll be done with Troy Woodson by then, but we'll just have to wait and see. But in this video, I actually want to talk about NBA 2K15, something I don't want to see, or maybe some things I want to see tweaked in NBA 2K15. And that discussion today is about animations. Now, I hear a lot of mixed reviews on animations. Personally, I like that 2K has a lot of animations. I know a lot of people hate the fact that 2K has a lot of animations. And to be honest, I never understood that, because if you don't have enough animations, you end up with NBA Live 14. And you know, I'm not taking a shot at NBA Live, but y'all know me. I call it like I see it. NBA Live 14 main problem is the lack of animations, and that's why you could just glide through people. There's no bumping. Rebounding is weird. Going for steals are weird. So that's one thing that 2K has always had over Live. Even back in the day, back when I was playing 2K5, the one thing that stood out was animations. Now the main problem right now are the animations that just don't make sense, or they just don't have a place in the game. I'm going to talk about a few animations here. Now, I'm sorry that I'm not going to show examples of them, but if you play 2K, you know about these animations. So the first thing I want to talk about is the bumping. Now, when I talk about bumping, I'm not talking about in a half-court set, because that happens. I'm talking about when you're on a fast break. For example, there could be a 2-on-1, and you want to throw a oop to your teammate. But if the computer bumps you, you're going to stop dribbling, and the pass is going to be super delayed, and most of the time it's going to be a turnover. And that's the main gripe with some of the animations in NBA 2K14. They just happen at the wrong time, or some of them don't make sense, and they just lock you in to the point where you can't do anything until the animation is over. And that's just always been the issue in 2K. There needs to be some type of way to escape these type of animations, or to be able to just fight through them, because when somebody bumps you, you're not just going to stop dribbling like you do on 2K. There's this other animation, and this happens in the half-court set sometimes. And to me, it's just really uncalled for and really unnecessary. And I don't think the animation itself is unnecessary. It's just the fact that it happens way too often in the half-court set, and it doesn't make sense. Now, it usually happens when you're at the top of the key and you're trying to pass it to somebody that's standing in the corner. Now, when you pass it to that person standing in the corner, sometimes they act like it's a 50-yard pass, and they attempt to catch the ball with one hand, and they step out of bounds. I know a lot of people see that, and that's not the only animation. There's also this bobbling animation, where you're in the half-court set, you pass it 2 feet, and your computer just bobbles the ball. And I really don't understand that one either. Like I said, there's a place in time for these animations, but it's just the timing of these animations that are really frustrating. And speaking of the ball, I do feel like the ball is too light in NBA 2K14. Now, I'm not a developer. You know, I don't know what happens if you turn the weight up of the ball. I don't know if the whole game would break apart if you did that. But there are times where you can be playing the passing lane and you barely tap the ball, and it just goes flying like a balloon. Like, even when I play the park, I call it the helium ball, because it just feels like it's filled with helium or hot air, you know? But back to animations. In NBA 2K15, I still want to see quicker layup animations. There's too many times where you can pass it to a teammate wide open and he takes forever to lay the ball up. And even when he goes up for the layup real quickly, it's still the wrong animation. Now, I don't know if this is just the AI problem or how the game is just programmed, but most of the time you can pass it to your teammate down low and he'll do a reverse, or he'll just stop, do a couple pump fakes, then lay the ball up. And it even happens on fast breaks. If you go for a layup on a fast break, most of the time you'll slow down, take a gigantic 2 steps, and then lay the ball in. And my problem with this is it gives your opponent the opportunity to contest your shot or get a chase down block. And of course, you don't want that happening. So the layup animations, they still need to be sped up, or they just need to have new ones. because right now they're still way too slow. Like I said before, this has been a problem since 2K12. I don't remember it happening in 2K11 that much, but really in 2K12 is where the slow layups started happening, and they have been returning every year since then. So hopefully in NBA 2K15 we can get those tweaked. Now for the last thing I want to talk about, I'm actually backtracking a little bit. It's going back to talking about getting locked in animations. So if you play the park, or even if you play MyCAREER, you know that people bring double teams. And I still find it unfair that when somebody puts you in the double team, that basically locks up your player. In real life, when you get double teamed, you can step through, or try to step through at least, and make a pass. But in NBA 2K14 on next gen, when you get double teamed, you're basically locked in that animation. So maybe the other players that's double teaming you, or the computer, can basically spam the steal button, and they'll end up getting the steal because you were locked in that animation. You were locked into their double team because they called for it, which doesn't make sense. You know, if somebody double teams you, you should have an option to break free, make a pass out. And this problem is not only for double teams. There's a lot of animations that just lock you in to the point where you can't do anything. And I think in NBA 2K14 there need to be a few more animations, or maybe not even animations, just when we get trapped in the animation, they need to give us a way to break free of the animation also, like when you get bumped or put into a double team. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Peace.